So, ladies and gentlemen, here I am on the Tiger 1200. Yeah, marvellous, eh? Absolutely splendiferous. It is in black, which is like the opposite to Biggles, that's white, as you know. Don't know too much about it, other than it's 1200 cc's. Yeah, marvellous. This one has done 50 miles so far, so according to the chart that's on the tank, for the first 100 miles you can't go over 3,500 or thereabouts. So got to take it steady. I'm still getting used to it at the moment. Obviously this is the GT Pro, so slightly different to Biggles, which is the Rally Pro. So just closing my visor. So all the controls are the same. As a comparison to the Africa Twin, the controls are a doddle. You've got the joystick. Some people don't like it, but I prefer it compared to the array, the forest of buttons that you have with the Africa Twin. Yeah, so it's marvellous, and it's all very intuitive. Slow down. Yeah, so it's Biggles' big brother or cousin. So I sort of know it fairly well, other than the amount of power, the torque it's got, which it seems to be quite different. But it's a little bit like the Speed Triple. It's got lots of settings that you can adjust as and when you want. Oh no, what are you doing, geese? What are you doing? Are you going? Oh, you're going. Marvellous. Come on, you. Are you coming as well? He must be hungry. He's having a drink. Marvellous. They don't want to get between them. He's having a drink as well. What's this car gonna do? He's gone through. Sod's law says if I go, he'll move off. Marvellous, nice to see you. Ah, there's a little treat for you. Baiting geese. But I reckon they just wanted to hold me up just to have a look at this Triumph Tiger. Yeah, I do. So where was I? Yeah, buttons. Very intuitive. Lots of controls you can set. Engine's a little bit jerky at the moment. Oh, sick pigeon there. But I considered one of these when I was buying the 900, but I'd heard quite a lot of nice things about the 900 and about the 1200. But I was worried that the Tiger 1050 that I had was a big heavy lump to move about. The 900 isn't. It feels light as a feather in comparison. It's not light as a feather, but it feels it. Its distribution of weight is much better. Whereas I thought the 1200 would be more like the 1050. But I've got to say, from a riding point of view, this is absolutely splendiferous. It really is. It's light as a feather at low speeds. It's just so easy to manage. It doesn't feel like a heavy bike. It is fairly heavy. What's going on here? That road ahead closed, so we'll go down here. Marvellous. Quick shifter up and down, which is marvellous, as I've said before. As long as you're going sort of quick enough, I find on big hills, and even if you're not going quick enough, you know, I've just did it then and you'd never know. It's so smooth. The screen adjustable like big hills, but manual. It moves dead easy when you grab it. I've got it already at the highest setting. Yeah, I know, it's because I'm a giant. It has got heated grips, and these bar protectors. Doesn't have any of the gubbins that the Rally Pro has, and so it doesn't have crash bars and stuff like that. So if you bought one of these, you'd have to get those sorted. It sounds marvellous, but what I wanted to come out today with is to see what it's like being used as it is, because I mean, this is a mile cruncher, and it's meant for going great long distances, I guess, touring, you know, cross continents, and I can imagine it would do it with great ease, and I have to say, a little bit more comfort than perhaps the Africa Twin. I don't know, maybe this is for me, you understand, not for everybody. Everybody's different, but it's so light and easy. It's got cruise control, same as Biggles, which is marvellous if you're going down Autobahn. Oh, fantastic. It's raining. You know, this isn't the first video I've done on this, but every time I come out it rains. It's absolutely typical. Keyless, like the Speed Triple. Yeah, keyless. You have no key for it. Well, you do have a key, I guess, as backup. Keep it in your pocket, switch it on and off, you know, it goes automatically if you're with the bike. So that's good. That's I think one day all bikes are going to be a little bit like that, aren't they? But I've got to say, it handles and goes very easily. So this is something I didn't find with the Africa Twin. I just didn't. A particular three-wheeler, marvellous. At low speeds it was a bit of a bugger. I found the Africa Twin, you know, traffic, stop starting all the time. The brakes were really good, but too good, I thought. Ah, little dog. Marvellous. So yeah, so you know, doing these odd little things, going to the shop. If you've bought one of these, or an Africa Twin, or a BMW GS for going on tours, that's fine. But for me, I use the bike all the time. Yes, I have a car, and right now, perhaps, to go to Sainsburys, it would have been a sensible thing to go in the car, because it has been raining on and off all day. But the sun came out, I thought, that's it, we've had the rain, let's get out. But yes, so my point is to use the bike for everyday use, not just for holidays and weekends, but to use it to commute. And tomorrow I'll be going to work on it and seeing what it's like to go to work. Can I turn it round in the car park? Is it light enough and easy enough to manoeuvre? You know, those sort of things. And now it's starting to really rain. And do you know what else I haven't done? I bet you can guess. I bet you're already shouting, you haven't got your waterproofs, have you? No, I haven't got my waterproofs. How did you know that? Yeah, I know, it's because I'm a nana brain. You'll know what else will have occurred as well. Yeah, you've already guessed, haven't you? Mrs. All-Year Motorcycle said, have you got your waterproofs? It's going to rain. And I said, it's not going to rain on my far class. She said, well, it's going to rain on mine. I said, no, look at it, it's sunshine, it's marvellous. And you know, nonetheless, it is marvellous. It's marvellous because I'm out on the bike, I'm having a good time. It's what else would I be doing? Sat at home watching TV, watching YouTube, watching Stuart Fillingham pop wheelies and stuff. Yeah, marvellous. That's another story. But back to the bike, this is fine. I don't actually seem to be getting that wet, considering it's raining quite heavy. Yeah, this is a real pleasure to ride at the moment. That's my views at the moment. Brakes, absolutely fan-dibby-dozy, you know. And being a rider of a certain age, i.e. pre-ABS and all that lot, you're always mindful of when you're getting on the brakes, aren't you, and it's wet. It never leaves you, that feeling of, I'm going to have to get on the brakes quite sharp here. And you look for run-outs and you just take your time, you don't rush it, and it actually makes for a better braking, I think. So let's see what it's like. Oh, look at that, no trouble at all. That's marvellous balance. So we'll go and get parked up here. Hopefully no one will nick it while I'm in Sainsburys. So yeah, so I guess this review is really for those that that use a bike as their main form of transport. Let's park it under here, we might stay a little bit dry. Look at that, sweet as a nut. And the screen is so, you know, you go across here, you select your bike, if you want your bike stuff, you can sort of go up for the screen and what have you, rider aids, damping, setting your suspension, checking your service position, doing all the settings, other rider aids like your ABS, traction control. Yeah, absolutely marvellous. There's the clock, isn't it fancy? Fan-dabby-dozy. Turn it off like that, then off like that. Marvellous. There we go. Just have a little look at it. Look at that. It's quite splendiferous, isn't it? Yeah, marvellous. Show leaf forks, Brembo brakes, twin front. You know, you can't really go wrong, can you? Even in the wet. Don't know if that's standard. I presume it is. That little mud guard at the back there. Of course, one big thing with this for a winter bike, which makes it very good, is that great big shaft drive look. Look at that. Yeah, splendiferous. And if I spoke to Mrs. All-Year Motorcyclist, she'd be having me get a 1200 instead, because she's sick of me coming in covered in oil. I know. I'm quite tidy, but I do seem to see, whenever I clean all the chains, I tend to get quite dirty, especially on my jeans, because I wipe my hands on my jeans and everything. Yeah. Slightly bigger, fatter wheel on this. I don't know if that's just with the tourer as opposed to the rally. Don't know. But yeah, splendiferous. So you can see this is very easy to manage at low speeds. Something I've thought about, it's a long time since I've ridden a shaft drive, and some of that getting going business, I wonder if that's to do with the shaft and getting used to riding a shaft drive again. I don't know. But anyway, what I did notice when I got off and went into Sainsburys was how dry I was actually. You can see from the roads it had a right pour down on the way in, and hopefully that's it now for today, and I'll stay dry. The bonus is I don't have to clean it, so that's marvellous, isn't it? I'll get the visor down now anyway, and crack on. Yeah, so moving it about there was quite easy, in and out the car park. Oh, steady on there. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how you get onto an open road and you sort of automatically think, oh, it's a 40, and it's not, it's still a 30 here. Ah, John Banks. I wonder if they've had any videos done this weekend. It is really easy to ride at these slow speeds, and I know everybody gets out and tests them at high speeds. Does it go on the motorway? Will it stay at the motorway? Yes, that's its main job, but of course it does. Look at it, it's a 1200cc shaft drive motorbike with a big screen on it. Of course it's going to be fine. You can only do 70 miles an hour. What's more important, I think, is can it do 20 to 30 miles an hour easy? Are you having to work? Are you constantly going up and down the gears? You know, that's the question I think that more reviewers need to ask, because you know, when I was last in Suffolk Triumph, Ling's Motorcycles over at Ipswich, they had a trophy, a Triumph trophy in there. Magnificent looking thing it was, absolutely splendiferous. And for a little moment I thought, oh, I'd quite like that. And then I thought, do you know what, no, I wouldn't, because I mean, you've got to get through town, you've got to get through traffic, you've got to park somewhere. So even if, yes, you use it to get from A to B. Say I wanted to go, I don't know, something like that. Say I wanted to go to say I wanted to go to, I don't know, Torquay for the day or the weekend. You know, once I get there, I'd want to have a ride round. I'd want transport. I'd want to get out and see different places. And it'd be difficult, wouldn't it, with a great lump like that? So it's important, I think, that they are manageable. Yeah, I should imagine there's lots of people thinking, oh, what a load of rubbish. Well, you know, people, if you think about people that go off with these camper vans nowadays, they all have motorbikes or push bikes or a car, even a car, towing a trailer with a car on. And that's because they don't want to have to go everywhere in their van. Yes, it might be something to do with not having to pack everything away and again and stuff, you know, but it's largely so they've got transport when they get where they're going. I guess if you don't go anywhere once you get there, then yeah, it's probably a good idea. But no, I think it's important that bikes are tested at the rough end of whatever it is that you've got them to do. So yes, you know, you get everyone going on about the small capacity, the classics and the Himalayans and things like that. Can it go on a motorway? You don't have to go on a motorway. Yeah, and if you do, you only have to do 60, and they'll all do 60. You know, it's so why with the big bikes do they not go on about, oh, will it get through the traffic? Can you filter? What's it like to park? Can I turn it round in the car park? If I get stuck in there, am I going to be able to get it out? You know, why aren't those questions asked? Madness, you know. But anyway, back to that's my little mutter for today. I might actually mutter about that on Bertie or something as well. But back to the Tiger. You know, this is fine. I've just been to Tesco's, not much traffic, but we're running in, we're going slow, we haven't even got 100 miles on, so we can't do more than 3,500 revs. Look at that in fifth at 30, just notable at all, nice and gentle. Oh, there's a nice little one. So, you know, there may well be a lot of people who watch this that go big touring and saying, I don't know what I'm on about. Well, I can tell you, I don't know what I'm on about. I've done a lot of miles on some ridiculous motorcycles in my time, and this is a good bike. This would suffice easily, but so would the 900, you know. But this is the bike I'm looking at right now, and I like it. I like it a lot. So, you know, that's it. And I'm telling you, at slow speeds At the car park in Sainsburys, at the car park at the co-op, in a little bit of traffic, it's really good. It's no different to a little bike. It's very well balanced, so you can just move it about a little bit here, a little bit there, absolutely fine. And so yeah, I like this bike. So far I like it. I'd like to have had it run in so that I could do a bit more, just to see, but you know, even at the running in revs, it's at the national speed limit, so yeah, what more's to be gained, really? I wonder if these geese are going to mob me again. Got mobbed earlier. And if they're going to come out and say, oh, it's that Triumph Tiger 1200, let's have a look. No, they're back. They've gone back over the road. Look, I told you, they only came out to get me. Now they're all back over there, sat down. Marvellous.